Hi, welcome to Viking Reviews. In this episode, I'm going over Destiny 2. I know I've been reviewing a lot of older games, but I have a lot of hours with these games, and I've played them a lot. So I think that kind of gives me a little bit of an edge over someone who maybe put out a review week 1 and didn't really play the game a lot. Also, shout out to Mic'd Up Gaming. He has some really good live streams, he has some really good COD gameplay and commentary. If you want to, you can check out his channel, link will be below. But enough about that. Let's go into Destiny 2, because that's why you're here. But if we're going to talk about Destiny 2, we need to discuss Destiny 1, or the original Destiny. Destiny was a mediocre game, and before you hit that dislike button, and I see you mousing over to it, hold on, let me tell you that I liked what I played of the game for the most part. There was a lot of fun to be had with the co-op, but the game was just short, the maps were weak, and the side tasks were just repetitive and boring and made me not want to play it for extended periods of time. Nevertheless, I vowed to buy the next Destiny when it came out because I could see myself enjoying a full-fledged Destiny that fixed all the issues I had with the first one. Thus, Destiny 2 came out in 2017, and I bought it. Played through the whole thing, leveled up all 3 characters to max, and I really have not touched it since. Did I not enjoy the game? I wouldn't say that, because I had about the same amount of fun with the original Destiny as I had with Destiny 2, and I think that's mostly because they are very, very similar games. You even get a similar power set for each class, which was the starter for the last game. Even though I don't mind this, it does feed into the Destiny 2 is just a huge expansion for Destiny 1 theory. If you are looking for a fun co-op experience, I'd say Destiny 2 delivers more than 1. The levels can be tedious at times, especially with the cringy and random characters that get really annoying, mostly because even if you're free roaming on the planet, they'll still be talking to you, and it's just annoying. The XP grind was a big subject of controversy a while ago. What happened was Destiny 2 constrained progress after getting max level 20, and any level after 20 goes towards a free loot box, or they're called bright engrams in this game. Pretty much, Bungie doubled the XP needed without telling the players. You can still get a good amount of XP from public events, which occur every 10 minutes or so, but most public events are similar enough, and you really won't get good XP unless you get an epic public event, and that won't trigger every time. Leveling up to level 20 in the game isn't bad. You should really level up to level 20 before the midway point in the game, to be honest, but once that's done, there's really no reason to keep playing as a character if you don't like them. I'm a Warlock guy. Destiny 1 and 2, I got the Warlock all the way up. I decided to jump onto the other characters, and even though I don't like them, it is easy enough to get the max level and just get the trophies in the game. The campaign goes by fast, but it can also seem like an eternity at times. A lot of characters you find on the maps, like I said, are annoying or kind of cringy, and it makes the missions just drag on. Essentially what happens at the beginning of the game is you lose all your progress. All your powers and everything's gone, and you restart level 1, even if you have a max character from the last game. Games like Darksiders, Mass Effect 2, and even newer games like Shadow of War start you over and reteach you the game. And I know this is to get new players in with the times, but it always annoys me a little bit. Maybe not so much with Mass Effect 2 because you essentially die, and but the other ones, they are good examples of that. During the campaign, there are several boss fights which pretty much play out just like the original Destiny. It's just a souped-up enemy who can take a lot of bullets, and this just kind of turns into a snore fest. Where the game truly shines is the public events, and I've kind of already touched on those. A lot of sequels try and keep the key elements of the first game and change just enough to keep old players happy and new players wanting to keep up with the series. Essentially, Destiny 2 skips the second part. You could easily just scratch out the 2 in the name and no one would really notice. I'm saying if you put Destiny 1 gameplay and Destiny 2 gameplay side by side, you wouldn't really know which one was which. Because Destiny was such a commercial success, we all knew a second game was coming, but they didn't improve anything from the first game or the 4 expansions post-release. It can be all smushed together in one large game and no one would really think twice. And this is why Destiny 2 annoys me, because this is essentially what is happening. People who love Destiny 1 love Destiny 2, people who were content with Destiny 1 are content with Destiny 2, people who hate Destiny 1 hate Destiny 2. A while ago on Twitter, Game Informer said that if you didn't like Destiny 1, you would love Destiny 2, and that's just a blatant lie. I guess the point I'm trying to get across is that these two games are interchangeable, and that isn't a good thing necessarily. A sequel should be everything that the first game is and more. I'm not going to go through a million examples, but they are out there, and there are much better sequels that came out even in this year. Destiny 2 missed the mark for me, and once again I am faced with the task of trying to figure out where it all went wrong. And I think Destiny 2, it's as simple as it didn't innovate enough. Destiny 2 boasts great graphics, better maps of course than the first game, and a fun co-op experience, but it starts to fall apart when you add in the mediocre campaign, the bad dialogue, the repetitive side missions, and the XP grinding needed to get a free loot box later on. I didn't even touch on these things, did I? The loot boxes? Well, just know that this game exploits the player for money, with a chance at getting some super rare gear. Some games do loot boxes right, other ones do it wrong, and I will talk more about this in the upcoming review for Call of Duty World War II. As for a rating, I'd probably give Destiny 2 about the same that I gave Destiny 1, which would be a 3 out of 5. As for now, I think I'll go play Destiny 2 again.
Drive. Bad news. It's already in fallen hands.
Gotcha! That's Destiny 1, you dumbass!